Rinks. It's Wednesday night hockey, the second half of our semifinals doubleheader. Welcome, everyone. My name is Jack Ziskin. On behalf of both myself and my counterpart for tonight's games, Mike Brown, I'd like to welcome you to the broadcast. We're all so excited to have you here with us. If you're just joining us, the winner of this game gets to play Smithtown Halpog. That's right, East Ice slipped the 1 seed. They're out. So it's going to be the Bulls versus either the Friars or the Knights. And, well, if this is your first time joining us, then we're going to roll through that starting lineup, because if you're not joining us for the first time, well, you know who's going to be in net. It's TJ Olmsnyder. It's Jason Krauthammer. Olmsnyder, the Friars netminder, has been on a tear as of late. Made his second career postseason start this year. Only made one last year, as he was the first-year netminder back then. Friars tend to lean heavily on their starters, and then that comes your senior year. He's the senior this year. So, got his first shutout, second career postseason game, and tonight he's looking to punch his ticket to the finals. It'll be the Friars' third consecutive finals appearance. And for their captain, Brady Monteleone, he's won two. He won as a sophomore, he won as a junior. This is his chance to win as a captain. Mike, what do you like about the Friars?
First of all, Brady's been around 3 years already?
Brady and Gerard Nealon, who's not going to play tonight, they've been around 3 years. Nealon, though, he's an excellent door opener. I wanted to write that in an article, but I thought it would be mean. No, he's a good door opener.
Well, I tell you what, the whole team are good hockey players, and we're looking at a team that started off a bit slow. We were a little concerned about them, I think, early on, that we weren't going to see your typical strong St. Anthony's team this year. Second half rolls around, they get it together.
They
finished second, and right now they're looking like probably one of the best teams in the league. On the other side of the ice, you've got Kings Park Commack, who started the season like one of the best teams in the league.
8-0-1-1, that overtime loss to Northport Huntington.
They beat the heck out of St. Anthony's twice this season, lost the third meeting. Here we are, meeting number 4, and this is anybody's game. I mean, St. Anthony's has been so good for so long now. It's been about a month, or at least more than a month, probably, right? The last 2 months of the season?
Let's put it this way. Jack Mancini makes his season debut against the Knights in their second 4-2 loss to KPC. That's back on November 27th. The Friars haven't lost since.
Okay, so
it's the Jack Mancini effect.
It must be Jack.
And then on the other side, for the Knights, they tie 2-2 against a West Islip team that just barely missed the postseason. They had 2 chances to clinch the 2 seed. One against the Friars, who beat them 2-1.
Look, it's the same group out there. It's a confidence thing. They put a couple goals in early on, and I think they'll be a confident bunch.
Here's a number for you: 4-3-2-1 in the second half.
4-3-2-1 in the second half for KPC?
It's easy to remember.
All right, well, in goal, KPC's game's going to start in goal. Krauthammer needs to be his usual spectacular self. I think that's pretty much a given, because you've got such a deep team on the other side.
He'll give you a chance to win, but the Friars haven't, or rather the Knights haven't been able to find the back of the net against teams above 500. And let's be frank, there's only 5 of them. Only one of them still left besides these two. That's the Bulls.
I still think this KPC team is a talented bunch.
Oh, they're very talented.
I think they played a fantastic game the other night versus Connecticut Sayville. A lot of heat on them, for this last season, what had happened.
They weren't
hoping to avoid a
game.
repeat. Krauthammer stood on his head. He made the saves he had to make, and they won the game. Now, some of the things that happened afterwards might have overshadowed that win, and that's unfortunate. But we're back tonight. We'll tell Boomer Esiason. We'll show Boomer and Gio exactly where KPC is on the map of Long Island. They are, in fact, a North Shore team. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you could watch this morning's episode of Boomer and Gio. We had a little shout-out. We're moving on to the game, though. Like I said, we're in for a good one.
We're in for a really good one, and it's going to start with that Knights first line now. Ryan Walsh, we have the lineup here, actually, which is nice to have. He's going to be centering that second line with the captain, Hudzinski, that's Stefan Hudzinski, and Jack Salva. But we're going to dive into that after playing our very own national anthem here at the rinks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And that was our very own national anthem. Now, as we were trying to get to before all of that, Ryan Walsh scored the game winner, redirected that shot from Sean Richardson. So he's back in the lineup. He's going to center Salva and Hudzinski. Hoyle's going to move down to line 3 with Justinic and Prang. That's Brian Prang, the younger brother of Billy. One Prang exits, another enters. And Siegler and Galgano will slide down for that 4th line. So some lineup changes. Sattler's still out. He's done for the season. Michael DeCero's done for the season. So a couple injuries there for the Friars as well. Or, correction, for the Knights as well.
Student section for KPC is out in full force once again. Good-sized crowd on the other side rooting on the Friars.
Face off at center, Monteleone versus, correction, Catalo the 4th versus Lemza. Forgot they slid Monteleone over to the wing. And we're underway.
Jesse Lemza is another guy for KPC. Needs to have a big game if KPC is going to move on.
He's a junior. He's had an impressive season for them, and right now they're going to need his best.
It's going to be another guy like Brady with 3 years, Brady, excuse me, 3 years of varsity.
And now he enters the zone. It's Jesse Lemza. Pass towards the front, redirected shot. Kicked out by Ohm Snyder. Brunelli sending it up the wall. Cohen holds it in against the captain, Monteleone. And the Friars throwing the shoulder along the wall. Getting chippy here. The puck comes into the corner. Walking in, pass across, it's deflected. Comes out to the point, Ryan first racing after it.
Quick change for St. Anne's, 45 seconds and off.
That's their MO. And
discipline, team discipline. That's one of their strongest attributes.
And some great work on the forecheck there from Devin Curry. As Ronald Kemley now tries to flip it out of the zone. Puck remains in play. Brody O'Doherty gets a piece of it. Zach Sorrell over to Tommy Azariti. Flips it on ahead. Curry pulls up, hands off to Sorrell. Shot. Goes wide. Then another one that careens around the wall. Jack Mancini chips it in. Friars looking to get to work on the cycle. Knights have possession. Cohen goes D-to-D with first.
KPC's got to keep their emotions in check. That crowd's pretty amped up right now.
And right now, Salva going against Mancini. Friars defenseman boxes out. Ryan Walsh gloving that one down along the wall, but Azariti rescues it, moves it over to Aspromonte. Looking for O'Doherty. He can't settle it. Puck comes free. Richardson looking for the clear. It's held in by Schendorf. Pass off the wall. Aspromonte on the cycle. Leon chasing against Max Hudzinski. Both teams battling for it. Comes to Ryan Walsh. He sends it off the glass. O'Doherty holds it in initially. Hudzinski tried to chip it past him. And now Aspromonte re-enters. Looking far side. Leon's shot is turned aside. Rebound is poked out. Comes out for the point. Shot. Blocker save by Krauthammer.
Krauthammer starting strong. Hudzinski had a great hit along the sideboards.
And now Cormack Terry with possession. Looks like there's a delayed penalty going against the Knights. Brody O'Doherty splitting the defense. Has to settle it. Turns. Sends it to the back door.
O'Doherty looks like a player, huh?
That's a Westchester Express product right there. That's Brody O'Doherty.
I see it. It's the first time I'm getting to see him in live action. He certainly looks like a player out there. What do we got on the call, Jack?
I don't guess these things.
You're not allowed.
I only sometimes get goal calls early. Never penalties.
Richardson.
Yep.
Don't know what he got though.
We're waiting on that. We'll get it. Cross check.
2 for cross checking.
The Friars had possession, so I never really had time to stop and analyze what happened there. My apologies. The face-off is one back to Terry, who walks the line. Moves it on. Catalo's shot redirected into the rafters, and we get a stoppage here. Catalo's another one of those first-year Friars. He's a senior. He spent last year in the NE Pack playing for I believe Rhode Island Saints, I want to say. It's been a big addition for this squad. He scored the game winner against KPC when these two teams last squared off. Face-off has been won back. Monteleone at the line. Over to Mancini. Shot. Off the shoulder of Krauthammer. Prang looking for the clear. Mancini kicks it back into the zone. Prang gets a stick on it. Terry ends up sending it the other way, but the puck comes to McGrain, who flips it out. Mancini gloves it down, trying to leave it for Rocca. A good effort by Brian Prang. Commack, Terry picking up speed. Drops it off for Catallo. Shot, blockered out. Rebound comes all the way out to the point. Mancini sends it off the wall, pops out in front. Sent towards the point. Terry settling it. Pass from Monteleone towards the slot, goes off the right wing wall. Catallo to Mancini, firing, shot redirected. Connor Cohen collects. KPC defenseman is carrying it up ice.
Ooh, nice
slip
move.
past Catallo, tried to slip past Mancini. Ohm Snyder spirits that one away.
It's one way to burn some time off the penalty clock.
Hey, they don't allow these kids to ice in USA Hockey anymore, so they have to learn how to carry it. O'Doherty heading up ice. Poked off his stick.
You can ice on a penalty kill, though.
Not in USA Hockey, not for travel.
Can't ice on a penalty kill?
Not anymore,
travel?
no.
What?
I only learned that after I was hired as a coach, and now the Knights coming in 3-on-1. For as short-lived as that was, but Rinelli now getting to work. Sorrell and Azariti trying to settle it beneath the goal.
I need to see that rule in black and white. Are you kidding me?
Yep. Can't make this stuff up. Curling. Resetting the Cata zone. The power play will expire. Pass ahead to Devin Curry. He's battling with Max Hudzinski.
Hudzinski's playing a nasty game. And I mean that in a good way.
And now Lemsley looking to split the defense. Drops it off, and play is broken up by the Friars on the back check. Tommy Azariti separated from the puck. Rinelli battling forward. O'Doherty sends him spinning away. But as they go for the clear, first intercept. Shot is blocked. Good effort by Devin Curry, who's still battling for it. Doherty in the corner against Rinelli. Keeping him to the outside. Pass is picked off by Zach Sorrell. Comes free to Curry. And then Max Hudzinski drops it off back into the zone. And
Update
Doherty
from Nassau County. The Bethpage Eagles are the Nassau County champions, beating Belmore Merrick 2-0 in the Nassau Finals. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, who would have thought that Marco Lissica and Matteo Bellisi had it in them? And I say that sarcastically, of course. Congratulations to them. They're a fantastic team. Really fun.
Speaking of players, you got those two are something else. Stavros Licorenzos too is something else.
Fantastic.
A lot of good players out there. Congrats to them.
But right here in Suffolk, the race to the finals is still going. Walsh versus Schendorf in the dot, and it's one back by the Friars. Leon sends it into the corner. Aspromonte chasing as it comes around the wall and battling for it. This entire line was of St. Anthony's JV gold last year as it comes out to Terry at the point. Shot. Kicked out. Comes to Hudzinski at the point. Savalos separates with the puck. Walsh racing ahead. Cormack Terry backhands it up the wall. Savalos trying to chip it past the Knights captain. He can't. Coming in now. Looking for a shot. Ohm Snyder with the stomp. And Hudzinski, that quick release.
He's been the most visible Knight on the ice so far, or early on anyway. Throwing the body around, making the offensive plays.
I like him a lot with Walsh. Walsh is he's a younger player. He's a dynamic playmaker, and you pair him with a physical guy who plays fast and with sandpaper. He's got that hard shot. You got to like that combo.
I just like to see some sustained pressure out of KPC right now.
And as the faceoff is won back to Michael Bove, Friars reverse it around. Rocca heading up ice. Leads Monteleone. Coming in on the backhand, cuts back and shot. Sails over, glancing off the glass. Friars pinching in, trying to hold it. Knights get the clear. Mancini racing after it. And Prang pressuring hard here.
Good hustle.
Forecheck. He looks good tonight. Salva forces a turnover.
You win in the playoffs with grit and hustle.
And as that one comes out in the slot, Friars still pressing. Prang couldn't get it that time. Mancini's now racing up ice. He's knocked off the puck by Jack Salva, and that sent the length of the ice. We get a whistle.
I don't like icings at all.
I mean,
just in general, I don't like icings.
I don't even like dump and change.
Dump and change is one thing. Icings is just. Ruined the flow of the game. Never liked him.
I spent a lot of time watching Alexei Nikoforov's teams last year. He does not like dump and change hockey. I love it. Face off, left wing dot. Tied up, won by the Friars, and Devin Curry getting to work along the wall. Puck comes out to the point, Catazola chipping it back in, goes off Curry, he's trying to settle it. Ronald Kemley gets the clear, comes to Tyler Granelli. Leads Granelli, or leads Lemza, my apologies. Comes to Kemley again, sent to Granelli, shot. Doesn't make it on net. Richardson pinching in.
You had mentioned to me about how well the Friars play a team defensive game. You know, that was a great example of it. 2 men in front of the net, not allowing the Knights to get a chance there.
And Zazzariti chips it in. Yeah, you talk about that too. This line does a really good job of it. This is their youngest line. Devin Curry's the senior, and the other two are sophomores. Kemley's shot is blocked by O'Doherty. He reverses it to the aforementioned sophomore Zazzariti. Wanted to fire that one across, puck rolled on him. And now Ryan First pinching in, sending that one in.
Bob Lund gets a lot of continuity out of his lines. They'll play pretty tight system. They're always in the right spots. That's why they're tough to beat.
Well, no one else is going to find this funny besides me, but I know that very well. I played for him twice.
No way.
Yeah, I never mentioned that with him. You know, I always assume that people don't have good memories of me as a player.
Well, they do have memories of you as an announcer, Jack, so plenty of those.
Yeah, and then we get the whistle here. There's a call on the ice. Not sure who touched that one last. I was just trying to see where the whistle came from. It looks like it's Cormack Terry. And I'd have to double check this. I think his older brother Michael actually played for the Flyers.
Going up a man, he did, yes. I remember Michael Terry.
Oh, I was just double checking it was his brother. I don't want to be wrong. You would know better than I do. That game predates me. Or his time with the Friars predates me, that is. I think there's a 2-year gap, actually, between those two. And now as Cohen goes to Lems on the power play, shot is blocked by Catalo. Doherty battling in the corner. Kemley rescues it. Comes out to Lemza. Moves it to Cohen. And moves it to the left wing half wall for Granelli, the senior forward. Chips it off the wall. Lemza collects on the opposite side. Moves it to Hudzinski, and the captain curling.
Look at how tight the net the Friars are. Well, use your points if you're KPC. There we go.
And Cohen shot off the bar.
Off the iron. There we go. Keep using your points, boys.
Now walking in Lemza to Granelli. Shot. Turned to the side. Not Granelli cutting towards the front. Puck is loose. Kicked out. Lemza's shot. Doesn't make it on net. Comes out to the point again. Cohen pulls up, fires, redirected. And Ohm Snyder looking for the cover. Can't find it. Knights wanted the wraparound. They can't settle it. Monteleone in the corner. We get a whistle.
Friars must have blocked 3 shots in that sequence.
Yeah, and
getting in the lanes, I mean, you can't really say enough about how structured they play. And you know, it shows.
And we're just going to wait and see what's going on here.
Got a rough.
Oh, Jack Mancini and Stefan Hudzinski both head to the box.
No, they're both going.
I've seen that story before with those two. So play will just remain at 5-on-4.
A lot of Smithtown fans on the broadcast right now.
Well, they'll be playing a rival either way. Clearly
Ziskin grew up in Smithtown. You did.
I mean, yeah, I've never hidden that. I've said that before. Clearly? Yes, I've clearly said that before. Last year on senior night.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Back to the game we go.
Well, if there's one thing I've learned at this job, it's that people on the internet
I went
are
to
always
Smithtown
right.
too.
I know you did.
It was too long ago for anybody to care.
Very true.
It was one school then.
Catazone fires it down. Krauthammer settles it for Salva. He backhands it across. Wanted Max Hudzinski. Now Schendorf on the forecheck. Coyle's pass comes out in neutral. And Walsh can't get to it before Aspromonte didn't. Feels like I'm calling a junior varsity game from last year. All 4 of those guys, first-year varsity players. As Walsh gets towards the net, poked out, comes to Salva, shot, scores! Jack Salva! And the Knights on the power play.
Jack Salva is also a lacrosse player.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what KPC needed. They've spent a good amount of time in the zone. Looks like a lot of traffic in front. Schneider didn't see it or saw it at the last second. Finds the net. Beautiful shot by Jack Salva.
Well, that's his first career varsity postseason goal, I believe, so congratulations to him.
Good time for that.
It's a timely one. And
we knew KPC was capable of beating this team.
And as that face-off
long way to go.
Back, O'Doherty moves it on ahead. Rocca to Monteleone, the Friars captain, enters, pulls up, toe drag, fires, glove save.
I feel like Krauthammer is the kind of guy that needs to get hit with the puck a few times to get himself into the game. It's been a little quiet down there this last few minutes.
Well, to be honest, I've seen him face a lot of pucks in recent weeks, so it's hard to remember a time when he wasn't facing them. I think you'd have to go back to their 3-0 win over the T-Birds. That was their second regular season game of the season, and he looked comfortable enough not facing shots then, but it's been a while as that one's redirected.
It's got to stay sharp.
Now Catallo dropping it off for Terry. That goes awry. Granelli on the forecheck coming in. Shot. Save. Off the top of the net. Wrong side of the roof, I guess, as that one's redirected and then blockered.
KPC
away.
is buzzing right now.
They have the potential to do that. It's the Ryan Walsh effect. And now as the Friars try to enter the zone, they can't. Rocca has to pull up. Good job by Catallo getting back on sides. Now McGrain has it. Fires it up the wall. Comes out to the point. Catazone shot rolling, but it's gloved by Krauthammer.
We're seeing the same level of physical play as we saw in the first game. Refs are letting them play. I think that's the right way to do it in the playoffs, obviously. Yeah.
Well,
they're not getting crazy either, though. Shoulders are staying down. Emotions are in check. It's just quality playoff hockey.
And that shot's redirected by Sorrell. It's turned aside by Krauthammer. That reflex save as he tried sliding pipe to pipe, and then it's sent on net. Knights netminder covers. 4:01 remaining.
There you go. He's getting some action down there now. Just enough to keep him on his toes.
It's been smooth sailing for the Friars up to this point. Sometimes too much smooth sailing. And that can come back to haunt you at the wrong time. But as it comes out to the point, Cormack Terry's shot trickles wide. Azaridi against Prang. Battling for it. Moves it on for Sorrell, but comes to Franco Justinic. Pass to Prang is behind him and comes to O'Doherty. Moves it on ahead. Give and go. O'Doherty got it back from Azaridi. Sent towards the front. Puck is loose. Prang racing after O'Doherty getting back. Now the pass comes across. It's deflected in by Aspermonte. Ryan first back for the Knights. He moves it D to D to Cullen. And then it's moved up by Justinic to Coyle, and Sorrell forcing the turnover. Entering. Cutting to the outside, fires. That one careens off the wall out of the zone, and he'll be chased by Bove. Ends up in his own zone. Coyle on the forecheck. Friars send that one the length of the ice.
KPC is physically a smaller team than I'm used to seeing them field. Usually KPC's got a bunch of big guys.
Well, I think Billy Prang was
they hold their own
last year.
Listen, I'm not saying they're soft
Brazil.
because those middleweights down there, they're holding their own. They're throwing the body with the big boys. So, I'm just used to seeing the Mikey Brazel, bigger guys out there.
Accidentally called him Matt. My apologies for that. But James Schendorf heading up ice. Breaks free of Richardson, but puck comes loose. Cohen was on it, but Aspromonte collects it. Drops it off for Schendorf on the cycle. Cutting towards the front, sends it on an off angle, pops out. Budzinski tried to slip that one through, but Catazone says no, and now Aspromonte back on the forecheck as Knights get it clear. It's deflected on net. Holmes Snyder's going to cover that one up. I don't have a problem with fielding younger teams. You know, Friars have a couple young players.
Some guys can do it. You know, some kids, you know, they could come up to be the small guy on the ice as a sophomore or a freshman in a varsity division. I mean, it's rare though. You know, it's a physical game. You got to be physically mature enough to handle the punishment up at varsity.
Well,
and we're seeing those type of collisions all night. So.
Face-off is won back by the Friars. And it comes out. Rocca enters, ducks a hit. Friars are off sides. That one was poked out.
Walsh had him lined up. Just at the last second, got out of the way.
Rocca's speedy. He slid into that spot because, well, the simple fact that Nealon is hurt, they had 11 forwards to start the season. As the face-off is won back, Monteleone boxing out. It comes all the way down. Granelli against Savalos. Friars defenseman tried to one-hand to the head. Kemley deflected it, gloved it down, and Monteleone says thank you very much, trying to chip it past Richardson. He tied him up there, and then Monteleone returns the favor. Puck is bouncing. Friars captain ends up handing it off to Azariti, comes back to Monteleone, walking in, backhand pass, cross shot, they score! Louis Catalo the fourth. And they've heard his name too much lately. He's the one who iced them in their second last game of the season.
Nice little play on the boards to keep puck possession.
Azariti to Monteleone. Hey,
Kratheimer didn't really have a chance there. The defense just kind of broke down around him. He either had to make a spectacular save or that.
It's also just a perfectly placed shot there.
Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful play. I mean, Friars got it done.
And it's a 1-1 game as the face-off is won back too far again. Friars in their own zone. Mancini versing it to Azariti, and puck comes out of the zone. It's deflected past first, but McRain sends it back the other way, and now Mancini to chase. Kemley, hot on his tail, does a good job cutting around that net, trying to cut him off there, but Mancini recovers. Give and go of Azariti. Now the Friars defenseman comes in, shot. Sailing over the net that time. Granelli battling for it. Right wing wall, puck comes up and out of play. 1:01 remaining in the period.
Pretty even so far. The best team at the beginning of the season versus the best team towards the end of the season, and we're playing even hockey right now.
It's playoff hockey. And the face-off is won by Sorrell. Shot is paddled down into the right wing corner, sent up the wall. Mancini holds it in. Beneath the goal line, Azariti sends it towards the front, trickles all the way out. O'Doherty, shot, saved by Krauthammer.
Well, to find that one through traffic, nice job there.
He's one of the best in the league at tracking those shots through traffic, and
nice and calm.
Comes out too. He really knows how to take away an angle.
And on the other side, TJ Olmschneider's no slouch either.
No,
he's a former Nassau County Lion, played for my buddy Eric Peck for a while.
I think he's with the Edge now.
Edge now? Okay. Every time I see Eric, he asks about TJ. Loves the kid.
Has it. He tends to have a lot of fans wherever he goes, but as Monteleone fires that one in, puck pops out in front. McRain carrying it safety. Azariti battling. Just whipped up the wall, and it comes to Mancini. Fires it back in. It comes to Azariti off the boards on the cycle. Actually, I think I had the wrong name there. Couldn't make out the number on the jersey. As Monteleone gets it. Under pressure. Puck comes out of the zone. Mancini has it. No, I was right. That was Azariti. 5 seconds remaining. Friars battling for it. Knights break it up, and we're going to head to the end of the first period. This game is tied at 1-1.
As advertised.
These are two teams that really don't like to give up goals, and they don't really, the Bulls and EI, they were tied for the league lead in goal differential during the regular season. The Friars and the Knights, they don't really worry about running it up.
I was thinking about this earlier. It's rare in this league to play the same team 3 times in a season. Usually the way it sets up is they play twice, one in the beginning of the season, one in the first half, one in the second half. So my point is that they're used to seeing each other. This is like the 4th time they've played, in the last 3 months. So a lot of adjustments get made, and you know who your opponent is.
I mean, their last meeting was very recent too,
and
a
couple weeks last week.
That was on February 2nd, exactly. So the big difference here and now though is they have Ryan Walsh back in the lineup, and you really see the impact he has on this club.
Sure. Well, he was involved in the game winner the other night, right?
He redirected the shot.
Yeah, so
Richardson fired it. He's a good defenseman.
You have the Jack Mancini effect on one side of the ice. You have the Ryan Walsh effect on the other side. Is that what we're saying?
To a certain extent, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's made. I think that. And I'm a big fan of John Coyle as a center. They both were teammates at the JV level last year. I think having a little bit more depth, because again, they lost Sattler, they lost Casero. It's a bit of a trickle-down effect. And when you started the season for the Knights, they had a very deep roster. They still do, but they're kind of still getting guys back. Sorrell on the dot. Wins it back. I think Anthony SCHCSHL is taking a shift here. He's back in the lineup in his return from injury. He's hounding the pucks here, coming in to support Sorrell in the corner. Yanks it out of there. Curling, battling. Both teams looking for it. It's poked out. It's the point out his own shot, redirected by SCHCSHL.
Nope.
Now cutting in, shot from Sorrell is poked down into the corner by the paddle of Krauthammer. Puck comes out in neutral. Ledzinski got a piece of it. Walsh got the rest of it, drops it off. The captain's shot is blocked. Ends up popping up and dropping back down in the right wing corner. Friars and Knights battling for it. Salva sends it towards the front. Deflected. Hudzinski picks it up. Ends up back in the corner. And Cormac Terry takes a big hit, but he can handle it. Now SCHCSHL trying to chip it past Salva. Knights fire it back in. Ends up coming back out. Both teams still battling for it. Finally ends up back at the point. Sorrell fires in. Friars get a wholesale change. Stefan Hudzinski. His pass intercepted. As Reedy cutting towards center. Made the pass to lead Catalo, and now Monteleone on the forecheck. Redirected that one. Ends up on net.
That was smart of Krauthammer to cover that. They had St. Anthony's had a few forwards kind of sneaking into the play there. That could have been ugly if he didn't hold that.
It's a very technically sound netminder, and the fact they've gotten him, Lemza first back next year, and Kemley, they got a lot of returning pieces on this roster. It's not as senior-heavy a team as you would think.
Well, the fact that they're making it this far with younger teams speaks volumes for them and the coaching staff. So, St. Anthony's, excuse me, Kings Park Commack has been a strong program for as long as I can remember. I'm pretty sure they'll be that way for a long time to come.
As Monteleone enters, tries to slip past, sent out of the zone. Friars look to reset. O'Doherty leaves it behind. Lemza kicked at it. Now Friars looking to re-enter. Puck comes to Kemley. He's knocked off of it by the captain, Monteleone. Now Catalo checks up. He'll chase. Krauthammer backhands that one into the near side corner. Monteleone battling along the wall. Looks like there's an arm in the air. We're to see. That's going against the Friars. They say the elbow came up?
Interference.
Oh, all right.
That's what he signaled anyway.
I couldn't see it from my angle. I just saw Monteleone gesture to his elbow, and I thought.
Monteleone's going to take an interference. He'll sit for 2. Knights back on the power play. I think power play goal here to get the energy back in the KPC student section.
Well, it worked out for him the first time.
Seems like we're hitting a little low. It might be the right time to wake these guys up.
Wallace. Faceoff comes all the way down to right wing dot of the Friar zone. Won by Walsh. Comes forward, shot off the beak.
You know what you're talking about this Walsh kid, huh?
He was playing with Ferrara last year. Shot is kicked out against that KPC team. The JV squad was fun to watch. They were electric.
Well, JV's up next. Playoffs coming up soon. We'll have full coverage of that. Get to see all the
KPC
players that'll be coming into the division next season.
Yeah, I mean, you remember what Ferrara was like. He's with that AAA NE-PAC goals team now, I think. Prang flipping it in. Puck leaves again. I think Walsh was rocking a Royals helmet last year, but as a turnover comes, Asperanti tried to drop it back off, and Knights take it the other way. 4-on-2 developing. Drop pass shot from Coyle, blocked, loose in front, poking at it, and Olmsnyder gets the cover.
Everybody relax. He's just clearing the crease.
You got to remember, though.
He just did. He can't do what? He just did.
And, I mean, the reality is this, most of these fans, they really only come here for free skate, but they're the experts. I'm sorry.
They're paying customers.
I kid, of course. Lemza walking in, shot. That was a nice look. Just looks like Azariti might have caught a piece of it.
Yeah. Cohen ticketed that one. Lemza's got a lot of open space to work with down on that right circle there.
Comes to Cohen. He's directing traffic from that other side, too. And as it's flipped out, Lemza's the one who's going to settle it. 45 seconds remaining on the power play.
Lemza had more than enough space there. If they could have moved it to him, I feel like they could have made something happen.
The fact he was directing them not to move it to him really tells you something, though, because he's a very unselfish player, and if he felt that they couldn't find the angle, that wasn't the right decision, well, you got to respect that. And now the lead pass for Hudzinski, icing. So Knights on the power play, but they're in their own zone to start this one out. This Kemley, Rinelli, Lemza line is really rolling right now, and as they get the clear, Friars end up breaking that one up, went into the bench.
Not the power play KPC was hoping for. A lot of kind of iffiness in the zone. See if they could salvage this last 18 seconds.
Is that the technical term for it?
It's the first word that came to mind. Just dangerous.
And as the face-off is won forward, puck is sent the other way. Lemza has to collect beneath the goal line. He's picking up speed. Galloping up ice, entering. Pulls up, trying to slip through. Separated from the puck by Cormack Terry. Budzinski taken down behind the play. Now Leon entering. Shot, save, rebound is loose, poking at it, and Krauthammer gets the cover.
That's it, no rebound. Reset. Everyone's got to keep their heads here. It's still a tie game. It's not getting nuts.
I think Leon got a little bit of action. He's been around the net in this postseason too.
Well, sweet. This is the kind of game where park yourself in front of the net and good things happen.
Looks like someone dropped their stick on the ice there. Not sure who that was.
Was it busted?
Probably, yeah. I think it was Scorsha. while we wait for the officials to sort this one out, I'd like to remind you all to follow the @LI Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter so you don't miss a moment of the action.
It's a good time to plug that.
It's always a good time to plug that.
Not really sure what is happening right now. We're officiating crew talking it over with the KPC coaching staff.
You know, I actually had another 15 seconds about running it through our social media accounts. We probably could have actually avoided saying we didn't know what was going on.
You think we would have picked up a few followers or what?
I mean, I just prefer not admitting when I don't know things. That's all it is. I don't have Travis Quigley here to wax poetic about the cross-crease pass or the little stutter step.
And we're a little shorthanded tonight. You got the old man in the booth.
That's not a criticism. He just knows more about hockey than... Well, he's forgotten more than we probably knew in our playing days. Curry battling for it along the wall. Coyle gets it, comes out to the point. Knights break it up, 3-on-2 developing, but Mancini breaking up the play, kicking it to his stick. First, dumps him. Puck comes out.
Intensity ratcheting up a little bit.
I'm also not sure why...
Crowd's waking up. What's up?
I'm not sure why I've pulled out dump some, because I haven't used that before in my life until today. Used it twice already.
All right.
I have to find a better one than that, but Justinek heading up ice. Prang gets it, drops it off. Coyle has it poked off his stick.
Four guys back for St. Anthony's before... Well, we're going to get something here.
Yeah. It looks like Prang and Mancini are both going, and
it looked kind of like an awkward collision. I don't know that...
I got to be honest,
I don't know that what happened was fully willful. I think, I don't know, did we get the replay of that?
I did not grab the replay on that.
It looked like it was kind of awkward. I don't know that he was trying to do it, but you know what? Call's a call.
Well, I thought they were sending both at first.
Well, KPC's going back on the power play. And they need to get one. Because the minute you take your foot off the gas on this St. Anthony's team, you're going to be sorry. So,
I think it's less about the fact that about taking their foot off the gas, as it is about the fact the Friars can roll every single player on this team on special teams, and that's a tremendous asset to have.
That's a heck of a hustle play right there to chew some time off the clock.
And another one by Commack, Terry.
Terry's doing a great job.
And James Aspermonte now on the forecheck. He's had a strong second half, too. He was a real force at the JV level. But now the Knights heading up ice. Kemley heads into the zone, carrying it to the outside, drops it off to Cohen. Play is onside, Monteleone.
Good call.
Yeah. Now comes out to the point. Hands off, Walsh's shot is blocked. And Kemley collects beneath the goal line, pass to Lemza. Moves it over, Cohen looking. Walks in, shot. Olmsnyder turns that one aside.
It is very difficult to get pucks through these St. Anthony's defenders. They're blocking shots and then getting in the lanes. We're doing a really good job of that.
Well, and there's 55 seconds remaining on the power play, a little bit less than that now. But you mentioned the fact they get down low in their zone on the kill, and sometimes you want that more aggressive stance at the point. The reason they can get low is because of how fast they are. That shot,
whatever it is, they do it well.
Speedy. They roll those lines so quickly and are fast.
That's how you should roll lines. 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and off. I see kids 2 and 3 minute shifts. It's crazy.
It's normally not willful, but as the face bad.
I beg to differ.
Puck comes to the point. Max Hudzinski moves it over. Salva back to the point. Shot blocked by Catallo. Flips it past. There's a penalty there.
They got him for interference there. He took his hand off the stick. He's pleading his case, but there's really no case to be pled.
Are we allowed to use the term face wash?
It wasn't really a face wash. He just kind of threw his arm out, and I believe the term has impeded his progress.
Oh, I don't have a problem with being
gives the ref. That's one of those the ref's got to call. It's right in front of you.
Hey, and that's Joe Rocca drawing the penalty.
But I tell you what, you let that Catalo kid go on a breakaway, you might have saved the goal with that play.
No,
so I'm not totally upset about him taking that penalty.
You're not.
If you're the KPC
Yeah,
staff.
you're saying you're not? Or
I don't think KPC staff is too upset about it.
No, you can't let Catalo do that. And now as Terry gets at the point, walking the line, hands it off, plays it 4-on-4, Monteleone with possession. Give and go with Terry, walks in shot, and the power play begins. Mancini back to the bench, Joe Rocca trying to center that one, but the puck comes out into neutral. Terry escapes Coyle, drops it off.
Coyle's got to be careful
Catalo,
there.
who one-hands that one ahead.
He just took one.
Mike Brown, ladies and gentlemen, he'll be here all night.
Yeah, I've seen a few hockey games, Jack. Again, that's just one that he's got to call. Wrap the stick around him. Bear hug, basically. Took him down.
100%.
KPC's got to weather this storm.
Well, they've done it before. We saw them survive They've seen them do it against Sachem, actually.
Got a little "you can't do that" chant coming from the other side now. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
See, I feel like you like to throw one-liners at the crowd, but you don't really trust me to. It hurts my feelings a little bit.
Well, I can. My name's on the masthead.
Face-off is won back by the Friars. They're walking in, pass across. And then the shot off angle trickles free. Crowd hammer with the cover.
You know what? When they clear this out, I tell you what, if I'm going to get in trouble for something said on the air, it's going to be because I said it.
I like that philosophy. That works out for me. I'm good with that.
That's the new company rule. Write it down.
Got some scrap paper here, a couple napkins. Face off is one forward by Lemza, but Monteleone ties him up. Pass across. Azaridi has to settle it. Moves it to the point. O'Doherty back to Azaridi. Back to O'Doherty. Shot. Scores! Brody O'Doherty! His first of the postseason. The Friars take their first lead of the night.
Watch the setup here. I mean, actually, maybe we won't see the setup. No, we got the setup. Talk about the way St. Anthony's plays a very structured game and moving the puck around back and forth. Opened up a shot for O'Doherty. I mean, you can't place that puck any better, too. He found the hole through traffic and gave the Friars the lead. Beautiful shot. Still have a power play for 1:33, and it's a different game.
And is sent towards the front. Crownhammer with the stop. Monteleone ends up forcing a turnover. Slips it through his legs, looking cross ice. What a beautiful feed to Mancini. Has settled it on his backhand, carries it into the corner under pressure. Lemza angles him off. Sends up, but Catalo bats it down, sends it towards the front, and Crownhammer is just going to hand that off to Richardson. He gets tied up. Puck is held in by Mancini. Shot, save. We get a whistle.
We're letting our emotions get the better of us now, Jack. It's not what you want to do. It's such a close game. It's a shame if they take any more penalties here.
And Monteleone.
I don't know what he's. Hold on. Let's see what he's got.
Oh, it's Azaridi.
The slash, you call for Azaridi. Do we have anything going on the KPC side? No, nothing.
Interesting. So that'll make it 4-on-4.
Tough to tell what went on in that scrum from up here anyway.
Yeah, I mean.
These guys have done a good job on the ice at the stripes.
Yeah, they
I'm not seeing anything too outside the pale, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the phases.
There's a lot of emotion in the building. Kids are pumped. You're going to see them get a little jacked up, maybe make some mistakes throwing body around. And the refs have been good about it. They've been consistent. This is exactly what you want.
And they're gonna let them clear out the front of the crease. Is really what when I said interesting. All I mean is they're gonna give you a little leeway protecting your goalie. And
fine. The last thing we want to be calling is a game with kids in the box all game. So you know what?
Exactly.
Good on these guys to let them play.
I like it. Pass comes to Walsh, shot blockered out.
Walsh is everywhere. If he's not shooting, he's making passes like that. Beautiful. Schneider, no rebound.
He just comes out, squares up to the puck. He's calm, cool, collected.
Neither one of these guys has had to make the spectacular saves, but they're, everything that's coming their way, they're gobbling up.
I'd also argue these are two guys that can make spectacular saves look routine.
Okay.
And we still got 44 seconds remaining at 4-on-4 as the face-off is won. Terry flipping it ahead. Skating into it, Aspermonte. Trying to settle it. Battling with Maximus Hudzinski in the corner. Ronald Kemley back, battling for it. Now Cohen, up ice to Walsh. Ends up with Catazone. He flips it on
here
ahead.
on the near boards. Walsh again.
He doesn't shy away from that. And now is Aspermonte on the forecheck.
Again, he's a middleweight down there. Not a big boy, but he's using every inch of himself to throw the body.
Oh. Bit of a tie up there at the line. We're going to get a whistle. And the power play had begun, but
getting a little sloppy out there. Boys got to tighten up a bit.
And Monteleone out with Rock up front. Mancini, O'Doherty as well for the kill. Face off, one back by the Knights, D to D, they're heading up ice. Cohen crosses the line, looking to the back door, pass, ends up going off the wall in the corner, comes to Lemza, give and go. And it comes back to Cohen from Salva. Fires a shot that's kicked out loose. And it's pitched out of the zone, deflected on its way. And now Stefan Hudzinski looking for Salva. And Monteleone with the interception coming in. Backhand, tied up. We're going to get a whistle here.
We're going to get a penalty shot.
That's a great play by Monteleone, too.
I believe he's giving him a penalty shot. Yep, he's giving him a penalty shot. That is.
This is a momentum changer.
This is a big moment here. This is a real big moment for Krauthammer too. Talked about Brady before. This is, Brady's been around now for 3 seasons. He's not nervous.
No. And now Braden Monteleone skates into it.
Uh-oh.
Working up ice slowly, couple stutter steps, and he scores. Brady Monteleone finds the back of the net, and it's not easy to make Jason Krauthammer play on a fake, but Monteleone did it.
He just meanders on through. Was that Kuznetsov that does that in the NHL?
Kuznetsov will do like a little swivel too. I wouldn't go that far as a comparison, but
Michael Nylander used to do that years ago. Now I'm really dating myself.
Forehand, backhand, forehand.
He knew what he was going to do the whole time. He was calm, cool, and collected. And Krauthammer bit.
There aren't many players.
KPC still has another 30 seconds to go on their power play, so let's see if they can salvage this one.
Rocca on the attack, and now Cohen heading the other way. Shot redirected over the net. Mancini backhands up the wall. Hudzinski settled on a skate, fired it back in. Now on the opposite side, Salva against O'Doherty. Poked out to the line. Cohen recovers it. Moves it across. Grinelli back to Cohen. Shot blocked. Catalo that time. And the penalty is set to expire. As walking in, Grinelli's shot ends up wide. Was looking for a deflection. Knights trying to settle it. As Cohen's shot is blocked by O'Doherty. Lemza gets it back, drops it off in the corner. Mancini trying to angle Hudzinski off, but the captain lifts that one into the opposite corner, and O'Doherty ends up getting it out. Puck is rolling. Catalo enters, pulls up, drops it off. Rocca looking to the back door, can't find a look, and Catalo's shot is blocked. Comes back to Rocca. He drops it off, but Cohen intercepts that one. Moves it to Lemza. He settles it. Brunelli cuts in, tries to finesse his way past the defender. Separated from the puck, and Sorrell takes it away. 3-on-1 developing. Actually, 2-on-1, and now Monteleone's shot over the net.
Ticketed that top right. What do we got going on here? Oh, yeah. Too many men, Kings Park. 6 still on the ice, actually.
All right, then. And I don't think we mentioned this before, but there was a 10-minute unsportsmanlike conduct assessed to John Coyle.
Really?
So that's why he's been in the box this whole time, and now he's going to be joined by his former JV teammate,
he
Franco
must have
Justinic.
argued the call or something on the way. Was that you said unsportsmanlike?
Yeah, they said
So
unsportsmanlike.
he might have argued the call on the way to the box.
Well,
They're letting him play, but they're not letting him mouth off, which is fine.
and right now, 2 minutes on the clock. Justinic to the box. Waiting on the official word on that one, but as the face-off is tied up, Sorrell battling for it, and Catazone knocks it down, and we get a whistle for a hand pass.
He knocked that down and hopped. He knew that. That hurt.
Yeah, he was shaking it off. Call against Justinic. Or actually, Justinic's just serving it for too many men. My apologies. Slipped my mind. And the face-off just outside the zone. Catalo won it to the wing, but good job by the Knights winning the board battle. Now Terry settling it. Walsh pressuring. And Walsh forces a turnover, looking towards the front of the net, can't find an open man, so he'll just skate with it. On the cycle, back to Kemley. Walsh circling. And Kemley carrying it, cutting in, looking, pulls up, escape turn. Knights maintain possession. This is a power play for the Friars as Kemley shot off the helmet of Holmsnyder. That's one way to use your head. And now the Friars heading the other way. Monteleone looks like he's drawn a penalty. Cutting in. He broke through Walsh, comes in again, and it's a save by Krauthammer. Brady Monteleone, when the Friars need their captain most, he's there.
Walsh got in about 2 or 3 whacks before the ref finally put his arm up.
Throwing the lumber.
Again, nothing to complain about there. Of course, the fans found something to complain about, but I assure you, he smacked him with the stick a few times.
The reality is, when you're playing against a guy like Monteleone, he can draw those penalties. And when you have 2 defenders back like that, sometimes you're better off letting the defenseman deal with it.
Yes.
Face-off is one to Azaridi. His shot is turned aside by Krauthammer.
Got some pretty good game analysis going on in the chat. We'll have to read that in between periods.
And Mancini's shot redirected before it can reach the net. Pass across, one-timer, gloved. The one-time clapper from Jack Mancini is stopped in its tracks by Jason Krauthammer.
Mancini's got a slapper like big brother Andrew, huh? Andrew's a defenseman, I believe, for Stony Brook's Acha team. He's a senior this year, I think. Shout out to those guys.
And that's a good team, but the Friars win the draw. O'Doherty walking in, shot redirected. It's a 5-on-3 man advantage for the Friars. Monteleone tried to thread the needle there. It was deflected, settled, moved to O'Doherty. Friars' pass is deflected, and they did such a good job moving that puck high to low, back to high on that first power play.
I was actually going to comment on the power play quarterbacking prowess of O'Doherty.
And Mancini scores! Slips it in. It's 4-1 Friars.
Jack Mancini Didn't like me talking about his brother. He wanted all the attention to himself. It's a beautiful goal.
I can assure you.
Beautiful goal here, too.
He's unaffected by all this.
Beats 2 men. Krauthammer just can't squeeze it.
After scoring the first goal of the game, 4 unanswered by St. Anthony's. This time it's Jack Mancini. As the face-off is one forward, Friars are still on the power play. Schendorf cutting in, trying to settle it, comes out to the line, Catazone, good keep there, moves it over to Terry. Walking in, sent across the slot, Leon, shot, goes just wide, greens off the wall, puck comes up, out, Terry, moves it out on ahead, Schendorf, spinning in the corner, trying to slide that one across, but as both teams battle for it, puck is pinned, jabbed free momentarily, and Leon leaves it for Schendorf, and he gets tied up. Puck comes out of the zone. Terry under pressure from Lemza. And the puck comes out to James Schendorf. Leads Leon, lost the handle, tried to get it back. Lemza got a piece of it. And he fires that one into the bench. 29.7 seconds remaining. That nearly hit Shane Ryan, the junior netminder. Had a couple shutouts himself this year. I think the Friars had 6 total this season. Olmsnyder had 4 of them. Sorrell with Azzarini and Rocca. The face-off, one back to Catazone. Off the wall. Friars cutting in, shot poked out by the paddle of Krauthammer. Rocca wanted that pass, it was broken up, and now as the penalty expires, Grinelli enters 3-on-1. Kemley crashing the net, shot, save, Olmsnyder took away the angle, got the cover.
Yeah, they gotta get a hold of themselves here if you're KPC. You give up another one and it's over. I mean, I could say that with very little doubt in my mind. St. Anthony's just doesn't give up a lot of goals, and give up another power play or another goal, it's going to be just an impossible task. So time for KPC to take a deep breath and dig in.
And right now, Catazone heading to the box.
All right, I was wrong. I thought KPC was taking another one. This is big.
This is the best way to describe Olmsnyder as a goalie. Heading into tonight, 3 of his last 5 have been shutouts. That's including the playoff game. He gave up 3 goals once, 1 goal once. With Catazone heading to the box, the face-off is 1 out by the Friars. They catapulted that one down. Cohen collects, settles it, and we'll head to the third period. So Catazone's roughing minor ends up putting the Knights on the power play. They're trying to crawl their way back into this game. They led for a good portion of the first period before, actually only about 3 minutes. Irregardless,
they played well. They were the better team, and for the most part of the first period. I mean, if you're KPC, you just have to remind the boys that you're right there for part of the game. I mean, and don't lose your cool. There's going to be a little extra coming out of the stands in the third period, and you're going to have to keep it together. And focus on the game, focus on what's happening on the ice. And so far, so good. But it's going to be a tougher task in the third.
Here's the big thing,
especially when you have seniors who this could be their last period of high school hockey. So they're going to be maybe holding the sticks a little tighter. So I think the KPC bench right now is trying to calm down the boys. You don't want to give up another one. That's the worst thing you can do right now, and I think the coaching staff across the ice would agree with me.
The mindset has to be win this one for Stefan Hudzinski. Win it for your captain. He's been there for you every step of the way. He's having a big game here. He knows how to play with the puck, without the puck. It's one of the most important things. It's hard to teach. And Jack Salvo may have the goal here tonight, but in my mind, it's Hudzinski and Walsh who really made a huge impact too. And right now we got 4 goals for the Friars, 4 different players.
Walsh has been all over the ice for KPC. I believe he was the most visible Knight outside of Crowdhammer in that period. Probably in the first period as well. He's got to stay out of the box, though, and we're whacking away.
Hacking and whacking, nonetheless.
It wasn't like malicious, but it was enough to get him called.
I just wanted to make the Walt Clyde Frazier reference, I'm not going to lie.
That's lost on me, man.
And now Monteleone and Mancini team up to send that one down the ice. Krauthammer makes the pass off the wall to Cohen, who sends it cross ice. And it ends up resulting in a turnover, and it's fired in by O'Doherty. Cohen under pressure from Monteleone, so Krauthammer sends that one up the wall. Granelli enters. Pulls up, drops it off in the corner. Mancini pressuring. Then a pass that's deflected by O'Doherty, finds its way to Lemza. Cohen pulling up here. Moves it to Granelli. His shot is blocked, and Friars send that one the length of the sheet. Lemza. Outlet pass to Kemley. Enters. Dropped off to Lemza. Moves it across. Shot. Kicked out. Toe save. Rebound. And the Knights now have possession. Cohen walking in. Pass across. Couldn't connect there with Kemley. Tried to get a piece of it. Salva intercepts. Walks in. Shot. Couldn't get it. Second attempt. They score. Tyler Granelli.
That is as big a goal as you're going to score.
He's a senior.
Granelli, just beautiful shot.
And a great effort by Jack Salva, too. I mean, he doesn't get that shot off, but he settles it and moves it over.
Quickly, yeah. That's a big thing. Whiffed on it, but knew what to do right away. Didn't panic.
He's
good play for Salva. Salva's now got a goal and an assist in this one.
Oh.
And we're inching closer here.
He's a good player. And right now it's going to be Walsh and Hudzinski centering, or Walsh centering Hudzinski and Justinek, rather. Face-off is 1 to Monteleone. KPC captain forces it free under pressure. Ends up tossing Savalos rather to the ice.
Friars bench didn't like it, but ref let him play.
First gets a stick on it. And Maximus Hudzinski's lead pass goes awry. Ryan Walsh forcing a turnover there after a miscue. Pass to Hudzinski, shot save. Holmschneider.
KPC's picking it up. Holmschneider's up to the task so far.
And they've really been able to tilt the ice in their favor with that Lemza line. It's just about getting shots on net for them because they have the ability to, but they like to move the puck around, and if you don't get it on net, well, all that offensive zone time ends up being for nothing. Turnover force, Justinek sends it towards net, loose in front, Walsh trying to bank it in, it's loose, free.
A lot of traffic there.
Spun towards the slot and comes out. A lot of traffic. And now Aspermonte enters. Dangling. Curls. Brought down.
And he fell on his own.
Then it comes beneath the goal line.
Gotten a little more intense.
Shot towards the net is blocked, absolutely. And as Leon picks it up, he's looking for one wraparound, won't go, but Krauthammer with the cover. See, Leon likes to get the puck on net. And that's all that.
It's the object of the game.
Yes, it is, but you've seen a lot of puck movement at times from both squads where they're not generating those shots. The goal of the pass is to get a shot eventually.
Sure.
I'd like to see Jesse Lemza fire some more shots, honestly.
I would absolutely like to see Jesse Lemza fire more shots.
He's
got a good shot. He's a goal scorer.
It's okay to be a little selfish.
And he's scored big goals for this team in the past. He's one of those guys you look to. Absolutely.
Doherty's shot is kicked out. I know what I'm talking about. It just takes me a little while to get there. Pass comes up the wall. Joe Rocca has it. Enters. Fans on the shot. Zach Sorrell did a good job towing the line there. Pass comes to Curry, give and go. Backhand shot goes wide. Racing after it, it's Sorrell. He's knocked off the puck, but Friars maintain possession. That one goes across the slot. McGrain looking for it. Pass is deflected. That goes all the way down. It's going to be no icing waved off. O'Doherty sends up the wall. Kemley across. Lemza can't get the shot off. And he settles the loose puck, sends it across the slot. Comes to Mancini. And the defenseman leading the rush. O'Doherty with him. Dropping it off. Shot off the stick. Loose in front. Mancini tried to bury the rebound, couldn't.
These two are really making things happen, O'Doherty and Mancini. Every time they're on the ice, you're seeing chances for St. Anne's, you're seeing pressure, all the things you want to accomplish while you're out there. It's a darn good defensive pair.
You know, I try and keep notes on every player, but eventually Brody O'Doherty, I just settled on the words good at hockey and called it a day.
Okay. My senior year, I played for Smithtown, and the defense pair for St. Anthony's was Robert Scuderi and Mike Komisarek.
Oh,
yeah, that was
well,
we weren't winning that year.
As Cohen has possession, under pressure from Aspermonte. Schendorf forces a turnover, walking in. Fires it from his knees, but that one doesn't reach the net. A good block there. Now praying. Leon forces it free. Aspermonte on the attack, and Schendorf moves up the wall. Leon has it poked off a stick. Schendorf still battling for it. Shields it nicely. Looking for support. Leon enters the fray. Jabbing at it. Knights get the clear. The Friars on the back check have already taken away the odd man advantage. Salva carrying it to the outside. Fire shuts the glove by Olmsteiner. Walsh back in the dot, centering Salva and praying, it looks like. Bench is starting to get shorter for sure.
This is where that plays to St. Anthony's advantage, though. Benches get shorter. St. Anthony's is a bit deeper than KPC.
Sorrell's shot is stopped by Crownhammer there. They're not going to shorten the bench.
Well, they don't have to.
No.
They're a pretty balanced set of lines right now, and they're up 4-2.
This is what they look like without Anthony Scorsha at full strength, with Gerard Nealon running the door.
Gerard Nealon's in the chat, providing us with some pretty good commentary, actually. I don't think he's running any door right now.
That's him on the bench. I know who's logged into that count. It's not Gerard Nealon.
Oh, okay.
I think that's...
Is there
I think that's...
We'll have to figure that out after the game.
That one sent the length of the ice.
There's your icing again. Oh, his dad.
Told you, old man. His old man. His old man told me what the injury was. If he puts it in the chat again, I'm going to delete it again. I just call it an upper body injury. We don't do any more specific than that.
All right.
Now cutting towards net. Rocket's shot goes wide. Sorrell battling for it. Heading up ice, it's Cohen. Enters. He takes a hit from Terry, recovers. Left wing corner now. Both teams jabbing at it. Shuffled along up the wall. Cohen, shot. Blocker to side. Puck is loose in front. Rebound saved. Kicked out. Loose in the slot. It's flipped out. And that one goes all the way down.
I would say that Mr. Nealon knows his hockey.
Oh, he does. He's got a younger son too, actually, with the freshman squad. So you'll be seeing the younger one in a couple of years.
The All-Star game, I got to see Gerard skate up close. He's a good skater, man. He's a good player.
He's playing USPHL Elite
these
right
guys
now.
These guys look a lot different when you're on the ice with them than when you're up here. I'll tell you that right now. There's some real talent in this league.
Mancini sending it up to Monteleone. He's entered. Pulls back up. He's so good at resetting at the point there, and as the Friars look to get to work on the cycle, it's Mancini pinching. And I don't know if you've noticed this. I'm assuming you have, but I don't know if there's any team that's better at having their forwards activate from the point, start creating offensively, and still have their defense covered. And as that puck comes out of the zone, Mancini resetting it. Monteleone chips it in. Walsh collects it, carries it beneath his own goal.
Not a lot of urgency out there for the Knights right now, which I think is a mistake. You really got to work on getting over that red line and get some pressure on Olmschneider.
And they're looking to do that now, but the Friars chip it back in. Richardson has possession. Azaridi on the attack. Comes to Ryan first, and as Monteleone trying to force a turnover. First ties him up. Azaridi pokes it. Monteleone trying to move that one along, but the Knights get it clear. It's deflected. O'Doherty under pressure from Walsh, and pass to Mancini. Flips that one along, and we're going to get an icing now.
Getting down to 8 minutes. Bench is getting a little shorter on the KPC side.
Gerard Nealon's father's very active in the chat as the face-off is won. Puck comes out to the point. Richardson shot, blocker, knocked down rather. Aspromonte settling it. Brian Leon on the forecheck. Maximus Hudzinski under pressure. Comes to Greg Galgano, who throws that one up to the point. Michael Catazone walks in with it for the Friars. Tried to one-hand that pass to the fence. Leon getting back. Catazone back on the attack. Leon. Richardson makes a miss, and now Michael Bove forces Hudzinski to throw it into the opposite corner. Near side of your screen, Friars trying to secure possession, but Hudzinski sends it towards the slot. Ziegler looking for a shot. Puck comes up and out of the zone. Maximus Hudzinski over to Sean Richardson. Fires it in. Ends up in the far side corner. Galgano on the attack. Boxed out by Bove. Ends up on net trying to reverse that behind. Olmschneider covers.
For the record, I like the healthy dialogue in the chat. It's nice to see.
I love it.
Occasionally we get a lot of garbage, so to see people interacting and having a healthy conversation, it's nice. It's good for the game.
I love the chat either way, to be honest. I might love it a little bit too much.
I think you might. Let's focus on the ice here, Junior.
Face-off is won by the Friars. They're heading up ice. It's Zach Sorrell. Enters. Pulls up backhand shot. Kicked out. Second attempt. Comes free on the opposite side. Sorrell towards Monteleone. Backhand shot. Green's off the wall. Trickles to a stop near the right wing hash mark. Friars can't keep it in. Batted out. Battling for it, Justinic. But Cormac Terry. Devin Curry deflects in. Crownhammer settles it for Richardson. Sorrell on the attack. Justinic got a piece of it. Monteleone sends it off the glass. Bounces out. Now a shot that's turned aside leads to Sorrell trying to settle it beneath the goal line. 3 Knights in the corner. Devin Curry to Sorrell. Pass to the slot. Shot. Save. Nice save by Krauthammer. He just slides post all the way across that 45-degree
He's very
angle.
quiet in his movement. Doesn't waste much.
No.
Gets to where he's got to go, and he's there. He's waiting for the puck.
He's one of the most technically sound goaltenders in this league. You can say that about both of them, actually.
Look, he's coming back to this KPC team next year. I mean, if they don't come back tonight, they're going to be reckoned with next year. That's for sure.
Without question. Face-off was won forward by the Knights, so Mancini has to recover it. Under pressure from Kentley, reverses it. That one slips past Granelli. Joe Rocca off the wall to O'Doherty. Azaridi lifting a stick there in neutral, but after it takes a bad bounce, comes back to Azaridi. Now Catallo gets tied up by Lemza. Rocca forces a turnover against Cohen. Azaridi trying to settle the bouncing puck, flips it in. And Ryan first under pressure from Rocca. Forces it in front. Shot from Azaridi. Can't get enough on it. Good play tying him up there by Connor Cohen and Jesse Lemza. Now the Knights look to reset. It's a high stick, but the Friars touch it first. Grinelli enters. Nearly lost it, but does a nice job settling it. Pulls up. And then from the front, backhanded towards the front. And Luis Catallo, the fourth, with the big block.
Heck of a play there by Catallo.
How many shots has he blocked tonight?
I'm not sure. I mean, we know he had the goal.
He blocked so many shots.
He's definitely played a pretty good two-way game tonight, and that play in front of the net was a huge one. He's not there. That puck goes in. It's 4-3. It's a different situation right now. So great play by Catallo there.
Now it'll be Coyle in the dot for the Knights. But it's James Schendorf that came away with it, winning it. James Aspromonte who chipped it in, but wrong side of the red line that time. Aspromonte and Schendorf, long-time running mates at the JV level. They've been reunited for a decent portion of this Friars hot streak, so to speak, and it's paid dividends.
We are officially under 5 minutes. It's time for KPC to ratchet up the urgency.
And as Salva, 16, not 26, starts moving the puck on the cycle, then Friars force a turnover, but it's thrown up to the point, and Cohen trying to slide through.
Good play.
He's got a lot of skill.
He's got to move that to the corner, though.
And now Schendorf to Aspromonte. Friars have numbers. Drop pass at the line. Comes into the corner. First angles Aspromonte off the puck.
Salva's had a hot hand tonight, too.
He has, and as he takes a hit from Terry, puck is knocked free. And Monteleone fires out. Ryan first recovers it. Coyle under pressure. Salva chips it in. John Coyle against Brady Monteleone. Cormack Terry gets back in the play. Monteleone and Terry have the puck sandwich there. Budzinski.
Everybody's got to calm down a little bit. Oh, boy.
3:56 remaining.
You know, 350. What you just said. 3:56 remaining. Two goal game. Excuse me. These guys got to keep their heads about them. They're not doing themselves any favors. Getting rowdy behind the net there. You're going to put the ref in a tough spot where he's going to make a call he doesn't want to make. And he just did.
Looks like I thought they sent Hodzinski to the box. I know Cormac Terry's going. Looks like Jack Salva's heading there.
Having some internet troubles, folks. Give us a sec. That's off. Just keep.
And right now it's
work back behind the scenes to get it back.
Knights in on the attack. James out. Freshman Devin Curry comes away with it, 26, not 96, but he fires into Knight's bench. Looks like he said sorry for that one. Trying to settle back into this one.
Optimum Online is not our friends in this building, folks. Let me just tell you.
But they hear everything, so I want them to know that we love them.
So back to the action. He took them both. We got an even up call there.
Yeah, and if you're the Friars, you don't want to lose Terry. He's that. They have a strong group there, but you don't want to lose one of them.
All right.
Seemed to have been called for a penalty.
I dialed us down to 720p. We should get rid of the glitches now. It'll come back in a second. Apologies. Again, if anybody knows anybody at Optimum that wants to put in a call and have them come look at our router again, it'd be great.
Ask Rascona to ask Boomer. And as we get a...
Now we're at a kind of a critical point here. KPC just took another one.
They were called for another one. Well, if you're scrolling all the way down here, just looking at the penalties. Azaridi was called for roughing. It looks like the Knights have used their timeout, if I'm not mistaken. So they're...
All right, so you guys are good on the stream right now. I think we were able to get it back. Stream was geeking out. It should be back. Refresh your page. Do what you got to do. We were able to dial it down a little bit. So should be good to go. Apologies.
And right now, do you think the Knights... Is Crownhammer going back on the ice here, or are they going 6 right away?
I don't know. You know what? I wouldn't. I just feel like St. Anthony's is getting in and out of the zone too easy right now. I would probably wait. Last game we were talking about pulling a goalie 5 minutes to go or something like that. That's not what I would want to do. I'm one of those guys that would want to...
And it seems like they feel the same way. It's Walsh, Cohen, Grinelli, Kemley, and Lemza.
They're in and out too easy. Plus, St. Anthony's on a power play. Are you going to pull them now?
No, St. Anthony's on the kill. Azarides in the box.
I'm sorry, Azarides on the box. I'm reading the scoreboard backwards.
Face-off is one to Ryan Walsh. The shot is deflected. Friars battling for it. They get the zone exit. Knights get possession. Cohen has to regather that one. Comes to Grinelli. Catallo keeps him to the outside. Now it's dropped off for Cohen, who's trying to pick up speed. Makes the outlet pass. It's deflected into the zone. Mancini blasts one off the wall. It slips past Cohen. Puck comes all the way out to Krauthammer. He plays it to Grinelli. Catallo lost the stick behind the play. Grabs one from the bench.
Heads up play by the bench there. I don't know who it was that got Catallo a stick, but...
Probably Gerard Nealon.
Buddy Gerard.
If I had to guess. But as it comes to Lemza, shot towards the net, ends up being deflected wide. Comes out in the slot.
Krauthammer's creeping up to about the hash marks. I don't know that he's going to go just yet, though.
He's waiting for the call, but it's not his to make. Got to be prepared, though. There's Doherty and Monteleone battling in the corner. The Knights can't settle it. It comes out to Krauthammer, and he's just coming out to play. He's heading to the bench. It's an empty net. 50 seconds. Too many men. They jumped the gun. They jumped the gun. Well, you can see them. That man isn't by the door.
No, they did.
You gotta... That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Man, oh man.
Well, the power play is over. John Coyle looks like he's...
No, what, did they not call it?
That's a bit...
I'd rather see him not call it.
I mean, I'm just surprised.
No, all right, so they're going to... Okay,
looks like there's no call on the play. I thought they gestured for it.
They blew it down and just center ice. Okay.
Ends up being a Knights face-off when Lemza pressing. That one takes a bounce off the glass. It's going off the... forget the technical term for the divider between the two, but it's going off of those. It's ricochet.
Stanchions.
Shot towards the net. Lock sent down all the way. Oh. Only I'm allowed to call goals early, all right? On the attack, Knights have possession. Cohen has it. As for Monty pressuring. 14 seconds remaining.
Monty right now to keep it down there. Great play.
He's speedy. And as John Coyle heads up ice, enters, pulls up, fires, blockered out into the corner. Penalty's over. Knights have possession, but it's 6-on-5. Shot towards the net, redirected. Azaridi fires it on down towards the empty net. It trickles in. That's it. The empty netter from Azaridi. He opened the postseason scoring, and right now he looks like he's going to close out the scoring in this one. Krauthammer back into his goal.
It's a tough one. KPC showed up. They played well all game. This is a team that they'd beaten before. We talked about that earlier. It just didn't go their way tonight. They'll be back. And like we talked about earlier, you've got a lot of juniors and sophomores coming up in the ranks for KPC. They are going to be reckoned with next year.
They have a strong JV team.
With the goaltender they have in net And Jesse Lemza coming back for year 3. You say Walsh is back?
Walsh has got another 2 years.
Walsh has
Kempley's got another year.
Salva a senior?
Salva's a junior.
Salva's
Boyle's a junior.
Okay, so
Frang's a junior. Jacinic's a junior. First is a junior.
These guys will be
Zinski's
back.
a sophomore, the other one, Maximus. And as they look to reset, leave their own goal line, and we'll see them at States too.
Good. I'm glad. They deserve to play more.
They're a good team.
A good season for them.
The Friars break that
for the
one
Friars, they're going to go on and they're going to meet Smithtown for the umpteenth time of the. As a matter of fact, your homework assignment is going to be to look up exactly how many times Smithtown and St. Anthony's have played in the finals in this league, because it's a lot. I would say the over/under is 15.
And as that one trickles wide, Knight still pressing late, but 10 seconds remaining.
We're naturally gonna.
It's over. This one is over. Maximus Hudzinski fires that slapper towards the net. No reaction from the Friars, which is what you want to see. TJ Olmsnyder backstops the Friars to victory.
And congratulations to them. We spoke about it before the game. They had a rough start to the season. They worked through those issues. They have looked like one of the best teams in the league, if not the best, for the last 6 or 8 weeks of this season.
They tied the Bulls in their last meeting, 2-2.
They deserve to be in the finals. The Bulls are, again, playing their best hockey right now.
They iced Kunkowski and Anatra.
I expect a classic of a final. I hope it goes 3 games, because these guys are fun to watch.
They'll put on a show, that's for sure.
They will. So I'm sure we'll get the kick out the Friars whininess that we get every year when St. Anthony's makes it to the finals. But I have no patience for it this year. The league is better with St. Anthony's a part of it. There's a lot of class up and down that organization. A lot of good kids on that roster.
We'll get one final look at Lucian too, the KPC dog.
Lucian, the bench dog, our friend.
Honorary coach.
I just want to put a dot on that, the St. Anthony's thing, because I know it goes around a lot, but this is a better league with them in it. I'll say it again. A lot of talented kids, a lot of good people over there, and congratulations to them. And they're going to meet another good organization, Smithtown, which has been around for a long time, just like St. Anthony's. And as a former Smithtown kid, I know the pain of losing to St. Anthony's well. Part of life, I think. Losing is part of life. It is what it is. Life. Get over it and beat them. That's the right way to do it.
One last chance for one last dance for the Friars. A chance for the Bulls, JV champions from last year. 11 members of that team moved on. Patrick Ryan among them.
That's
and
it
now
for
they
us.
have a chance to win the varsity title.
And remember, don't DM us any anti-St. Anthony's crap. I don't want to hear it. Have a good broadcast. Have a good night, all. And
language.
Again, if we get in trouble, it's because I said it. Have a good night, all.
Remember that,
and
everyone.
we will. We'll see you for the finals.